First, I want to talk just a little bit about what happened at CPAC and why I think it's actually kind of important and interesting, and it's going to unfold probably this very week. Some of the results are going to unfold this very week. So what happened was, CPAC obviously is where conservatives, especially young conservatives, gather. And they always take a straw poll at the end, and the most conservative candidate usually wins. It's like last year, Ted Cruz was the big guy. And now Donald Trump, who a lot of conservatives have questions about, right, shows up and he takes the place over. And Kellyanne Conway made this kind of offhand joke, CPAC is going to turn into TPAC. And a lot of conservatives got upset because they thought, no, we're not going to just follow Donald Trump to whatever he wants to do. We're going to keep our conservative principles. All that turned out to be completely untrue as CPAC went nuts for Trump. So Trump gets up and he gives kind of his usual stump speech, really, and CPAC goes crazy. Here he is talking about Obama and what he inherited. This is number 2.
We inherited a national debt that has doubled in 8 years. Think of it, $20 trillion. It's doubled. And we inherited a foreign policy marked by one disaster after another. We don't win anymore. When was the last time we won? Did we win a war? Did we win anything? Did we win anything? We're going to win. We're going to win big, folks. We're going to start winning again. Believe me. We're going to win. But we're taking a firm, bold, and decisive measure. We have to turn things around. The era of empty talk is over. It's over.
So you could hear the protester being carried out, CPAC on USA. They just totally plunked for Trump. And Trump did one really good thing that I really liked. He started out with a long rant on the media and pointed out that even their reporting on his attacks of fake news turned out to be fake news. That they said he had called the press enemies of the people, and that's not quite what he said, according to Trump. Here he goes.
And I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake. A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They are the enemy of the people. Because they have no sources, they just make them up when there are none. I saw one story recently where they said 9 people have confirmed. There are no 9 people. I don't believe there was 1 or 2 people. 9 people. And I said, give me a break, because I know the people. I know who they talk to. There were no 9 people, but they say 9 people. And somebody reads it, and they think, oh, 9 people, they have 9 sources. They make up sources. They're very dishonest people. In fact, in covering my comments, the dishonest media did not explain that I called the fake news the enemy of the people, the fake news. They dropped off the word fake.
So even their reporting on fake news is fake news. And he did reiterate his allegiance to the First Amendment, which we all like to hear. That's always good because he is at war with the press. And he's rightly at war with the press. He said he's not going to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And he sent out a tweet saying, have a great evening. Because the whole point of the White House Correspondents' Dinner is, what happens to at that correspondence dinner is they show up and they allow Barack Obama to do a great comic routine, and he's very charming and he does it really well. But if a Republican shows up, then he has to sit there with a forced smile on his face while some hack comedian rips him to pieces. And Trump just said no. It's the same thing about the NAACP. They always say, oh, he didn't go to the NAACP. It's a civil rights group. It was a civil rights group. It's now a Democrat front group. And the same thing is true of the White House Correspondents' Dinner, because the same thing is true of the press. So Donald Trump is handling this really well, and CPAC backs him.